Yay! Yay! Oh, thank you very much for that. I had what are we 10 minutes in and I just turned it on. Well, thank you for that. I guess I'll have to figure out how I'm going to fix that when when I post this on YouTube. Obviously we're streaming on YouTube, so thank you very much for that. Maybe I'll have to re-record the beginning. Good. Well, I guess that that proves that this is streaming to YouTube. So thank you very much on that. Gem or Gem? How do I say your name? Looking at it, I would say Gem. I know you've been sending me messages before and I've responded, but I wasn't really sure how to pronounce your name. All right, let's keep going forward now. In theory, people are actually hearing my voice. Now it's on. It was weird. Yeah, it was off because I muted everything when I was getting set up, just so all the background noise of me setting things up wasn't feeding through, and I forgot to turn it on. I knew it was going to happen one day, and it actually did this time, so I do apologize for that. All right, so back here, let's keep going through. No worries, it's just a nickname. Got it. That is the way of the internet. We don't want to share too much personal information out there. There we go. One. So I will call you Gem then, because that's how we pronounce it here in the US. All right, 1, 2, 3. We got everything. Okay. So we have Twitch comments, we have YouTube comments. Now I need to see if anybody on Facebook is jumping in and see if we can get some Facebook comments showing up. I don't think I've successfully gotten Facebook streaming to work, at least the way I have it currently. So if I stream directly to Facebook, it would be fine, but these are not very exciting decorations I'm getting. Yeah, if I stream directly there, it'll be fine, but trying to stream through a different setup and then having it multi-streaming across to Facebook has been problematic in the past, so just curious if that's still the case. I don't care about the rest of that. In theory, I'm going to take, you guys won't see this, but I'm going to go ahead and quick pop on over to a browser. I think I can pop onto Facebook and see. So I'm going to take a look myself and see if this is showing up. So 1 second, and I will be right back. If I had a browser screen set up here, then I could actually show what I was showing here. Yep, there we go. It's there. Fantastic. I'm going to post a comment here myself. Let's see what happened. Okay, there we go. Comment from Facebook came across. Let's see if that shows up here on the chat. There we go. Took a little while, but I got there. Fantastic. Okay, so we got Facebook, we got YouTube, and Twitch should show up here as well, but Twitch has a different place. So fantastic. Yeah, I haven't been doing many Zero City videos lately. I haven't even done a Zero City stream yet. I think that's probably gonna be my most popular one, but there hasn't been events going on lately, and that's the only thing I've been having time for. Plus trying, as I've been saying in some of my other videos, of trying to work on my sanity of not just doing the same thing over and over and over again, because all 4 games that I cover are more or less the exact same thing. So all the events are pretty much the same, and then building is pretty much the same. So just trying to add some variety. That's why I've added a couple like PC games and things like that as well. So just trying to mix things up a little bit. Hello, Mr. Nobita. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate it and appreciate the comment. You guys got any questions, comments, see me making any mistakes, feel free to jump in. I miss things a lot here on these screens with a bunch of stuff in here and also trying to talk at the same time. All right, we got that. I'm just going to skip the specials. No, I'm going to take them. 40% of these are special items. We'll just go ahead and take them. So the goal here of these, obviously, to get things going on a little bit more, because my my videos haven't been coming out very recently lately, or very consistently lately, and my interest hasn't been high, obviously. So that's kind of why I've stopped doing things. But I'm hoping this will get things going a little bit more. We can get some interaction going, get some conversations going, progress that way, and then also I do want to play some other games. And one of the ones I mentioned a long time ago that I was hoping to start covering was the new Harry Potter game that's coming out. And they just had they released some information on Thursday this last week. They didn't give us a go live date yet, but they said holiday season. So more than likely that means late in the year. So I will be very much jumping onto that game whenever that one comes out, but that's going to be probably several months away yet. So in the meantime, I started covering a different game, which is similar to this. It's not a pay to win, but you have to it's free to play, and then you pay to progress. I'm drawing a complete blank on what the name of it is. Did you get the special item, amulet, and the ring? No, I haven't got anything yet. Let's go ahead and take a look. Nothing up here. I only opened one chest or two chests on the last stream that we did. And here we go. So I've gotten a couple decorations down here so far, these lower level ones. So I haven't gotten anything yet. So we'll see what kind of progress we can make. Well, I have to say the addition of YouTube and Facebook, looks like we got 6 people on right at the moment, which is not huge, obviously. This time of day, there's a lot of people that have commented that they're not available this time of day, so it's not the best timing, but this is really the only time that works for me. I have a couple hours every night, up to a couple hours every night that I can make this work, but the rest of the time I'm not really available. So it's good to see we got a couple people jumping on. Obviously, I haven't been doing this too much, so most people don't know about it, but the goal is doing it more often. So let me know if you guys have things you want me to talk about, things you want me to cover. The goal is just making progress through the event, but we can pop on over here and cover some other things and look at some other things if you want. You guys can tell me how bad my squad is. Or really what it is my hero is so bad. My hero is massively underpowered compared to everybody else. I got to make sure I use these special hammers. I forget them all the time. I went down the path for my hero of keeping them low powered, keeping my strength fairly compact, and it's worked. And I've been really good, and I can still beat a lot of people that are stronger than me or higher power than me. But as people continue to get stronger and stronger, my 20 million squad, there's not too many 26, 27 million powered squads that I can beat, even if they aren't set up properly. So 1, 2, 3, we're good. Let's just go ahead and skip. So yeah, this game's been a little bit frustrating lately because I haven't been able to get the level of success that I've had before. And it's mostly my fault. I haven't been giving the account the love that it needs. We'll take this one. Haven't been focusing on the new items when I get them. I've been playing the events, I've been getting the gear, and I just let the gear sit in my inventory. I never even revisit it again. So I possibly have a lot of good stuff that I could use to make myself stronger. I just need to spend the time reviewing it. And that is certainly an area I've been lacking in lately. Let's take this spot. I don't really need these legendary shards anymore. I have about 200 of them, I think, and I'm not using any of them. Let's just go take a look. I have a lot of stuff, and I need to start taking advantage of it and using it. Did I miss it? I must have missed it. Ooh, see the doc. Thank you for posting. I now can see in my multi-stream comments that we have Facebook comment, we got YouTube comments, and we have Twitch comments. So thank you everybody for the messages. That at least confirmed that what I'm looking at, I can see everything that people are posting. The one thing I don't like is it's not telling me who's here. I wish there was something that would tell me when people were popping in so I could say hi to people that are jumping in, because there's plenty of people. I would be one of the ones that would jump onto oh no, I just completely messed up my chat. I just lost everything on my chat. I spoke too soon. Oh well, looks like my Facebook comment is there, but everything else just fell off. Yeah, anyway, so I wish I could see who is actually here so then I can make comments and welcome people and, give a little bit of personal attention, but I haven't figured out how to tell who's actually on and who's not. Oh yeah, there we go. So 221 legendary shards there, so I guess I don't really need to waste hammers on them, but it's kind of hard not to. All right, 1, 2, 3. We're still looking for that guy. Ooh, let's just go ahead and use one of these. There we go. That's how I need to use that one. Yeah, it looks like I can't click. I clicked the refresh button and all the comments disappeared, so thank you for that comment, See the Doc. That was actually helpful for proving that things are still working. All right. So now I got to remember to use those special hammers to get rid of them. I'm not a fan of that addition. I'd rather that go away. It's not all that helpful. There we go. Our first special item, $8.95. And as a reminder, I mentioned this several times in my last American Dad video. You don't need to, especially when you're using the magnifiers, or only when you're using the magnifiers, you don't need to accept these. So $8.95. You should see where that falls in the range of what they can produce. Where was that one? This one? No. There we go, $8.95. So this is almost the bottom of the range. It almost is the lowest it possibly can be. So I'm just going to skip it. And then, we get 2 of each of these, so it will show up again next time. So I'm just going to skip it this time, and hopefully next time it shows up, I have better items that show up. Oh, I did a ×3 again, didn't I? See? I don't like that. I just reuse it all, or misuse it all the time. And nothing there. Okay, what do we have here? Nope. Okay, we'll just go this way. And last but not least, there it is. Ooh, nice. I wouldn't mind a board that was nothing but coins. That would be fantastic. Nothing else on this one is good, but look at that. We've gotten all the way through. We got 5 left again. This is the second time in this video this has happened now. We got through every single space except for 5 with none of the premiums and none of the bombs. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. I should do this one this time. There we go. Look at that. 2 specials and a bomb. I mean, 2 specials. Yeah, 2 specials and a bomb. That was right. What is this? 1810. The problem is I don't get a choice on that one, so let's see where that one falls in here. 1810 for food. Not fantastic, but there's been so many events now. We got so many of these. You don't really. I'm not really going to lose any sleep here if I don't get the best of the best there. And that wasn't worth it at all. Okay, take both of those items. All right, so take this. These I shouldn't be taking anymore. I have so many of them. I don't need all the ones I have, but it's just hard to pass up anything that's orange. Take the hammers for sure. What else do we have? Let's see through. 1, 2. We're looking for let's use one of these. We can. We will. Okay. Got that. And let's look for the bomb. I'm going to go ahead and open up a couple of special chests here. Let's refresh the screen. So we can get 2 chests. Let's see if we can get something showing up here. That's how I did in the American Dad stream last time. Just kind of popped in and randomly went for stuff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 special items. Let's just go ahead and start knocking a couple of those out of the way. That looks like a big fat nothing. I think we've done 3 of those so far, maybe, and nothing so far. There's 1, not very exciting. 2, not very exciting. Okay, well, we got 2 of the 13 done at least. Not the least exciting, but whatever. Those usually show up first. We can't really get them usually until those are gone. All right, let me see where I'm at here in the situation. So we got, that was the first mana that we've gotten, but we need to go spend some cash. Let's finish leveling up that legendary damage. Almost finished, not quite. Next time we come back, we should be able to knock that one out. Where's my mouse? There we go. Even though I'm not really needing the mithril at this point, another thing I can't really pass up. Ooh, there we go. What do we have? 45. I think that's pretty low, to be honest with you. It is. It's almost as low as it can be. We'll skip that one too. Oh man, I did the ×3 again. Oh well, whatever. So another one of the reasons I am doing a little bit more coverage throughout the event. Usually I don't, especially on the weekends. Any of the spare time I have at night is actually trying to do the event, so I have time to get my dailies done and things like that. And then I do a lot of the coverage at the end of the event. But this time I'm not going to be around at the end of the event, so I can't really cover the end. So the goal here is just to make some progress throughout. So maybe I can just record my screen when I'm playing on my own. In theory, I should be able to stream from my phone, but it'll be at night when people are sleeping. Doing that on my phone, probably not a fantastic idea. So maybe I'll just record my screen, and if something interesting happens, I can post that. All right, we got a whole lot of nothing much here. It's not really worth it. I'm not going to take that. We'll take this one now, of course. And that's it. Let's see what we have here. Let's just use that one. That was the wrong bomb. Good. I'll take mana at this point. I'll find use for that. Definitely get a lot more cash this time. I asked for things to get better, and it seems like they have been so far. I need to make sure I don't run out of dust, which we might be getting close to that situation. All right, we can't use that one. We could use it, but we'd be wasting it. Ooh, there we go. Our first essence for the Bastion. I have sworn to never do that, but it was reworked lately, so maybe it's slightly better. I still don't think anybody's using them. They were so bad that even improving them probably has them, at the, instead of the way below the bottom, maybe they're just at the bottom now. All right. I did see somebody that was running a Bastion and a Snake Charmer and a couple of the other bottom ones as sets, and it was quite humorous because they got completely destroyed by everybody else. It seemed like they went through and built every bad set they could possibly build. But now they're going to have the last laugh because those sets have been reworked and they're possibly better. So it'd be interesting to see if that's actually helping anybody out now. Okay, we'll check that out in a minute. Blast through a few of these. Guess we'll go here. Okay. Armor, I don't think we want. Cash we'll take. 565, I don't really care about the wood producing. I only have I think one person in there doing that these days. 565, the bottom, the lowest it possibly could be. That's pretty amazing. That's 3 different ones we've gotten now, and it was bad, and then it got worse, and now that was the worst it possibly could have been. We gotta get our luck changed for those. All right, 1, 2, that's all our premiums. What is this? No. All right, let's just click away looking for that bomb. Maybe we'll get some mana here too. All right, there we go. Another outfit. Can't be any worse than the last one. Okay, we got a few things to go back and check out here in a moment. Look at that. That all fits in there very nicely. All right, so we'll definitely take that. Definitely take this. Definitely take premium. Okay, let's look at this. So 1918. That seems a little better than last time. 1918, much higher, and I'm just going to take it. I don't want to constantly fight over these. Okay, so we are done. 1, 2, 3, that's everything. Again, legendary shard. Oh, 2 legendary shards. Just hard to ignore those. We got 11 hammers. Oh, no, we got 4. Oh, never mind. I was looking at I was thinking the magnifiers on the left, thinking I only had 11 magnifiers left. But nope. Made the mistake again, looking at the wrong spot. Okay, we still need the bomb. There we go. There we go. There's the ring. See the dock. I believe you were the one who asked. There it is. I think that was the ring you were asking about. Go ahead and check that out. And we got a lot of cash. We got three things of gold. Oh, look at this screen. This is fantastic. So 1, 2, that's everything, and the bomb. I'm going to keep going. I have everything ready, but there's so many good items showing up on this board. It's worth seeing if there's anything else that's going to be good here. I'm going to go check my cash before I go ahead, and can't do that either. Okay. Let's see. We're at 6 million, so we can finish out this board. All right, so again, magic damage. Do I care about that? I got a bunch of these ready, but it's legendary. We'll take it. We'll certainly take all this cash, or coins, or gold, whatever we want to call it. Obviously, we'll take the bomb. And 624 for wood. I'm just going to take it. That was way better than last time. Better, certainly. Okay, and the ring is all we have left. 1, 2. Yep, that's it. Okay, what do we have here? Keeper of Order ring. Once in a while, the fighter fires fireballs at all enemy fighters that deal 65,000 magic damage. Nice. When the enemy fighter takes damage from the fireball, the ring owner gains a shield. Wow. That seems pretty nice. I mean, the comment I made in American Dad yesterday as well was everybody's going to get this, and that was the same kind. They had an item there as well, so everybody's going to get it. So that limits its functionality a little bit, but that seems pretty good, especially if we put a rune on that. So definitely looking forward to testing this one out. My biggest complaint would be the fact that this 3 dodges. I'd rather this be all damage or crit or something rather than dodge, but hey, it could be worse, I guess. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that. I might be able to find a use for that one. Fantastic. Usually these items that show up on these lower levels are not... Where is it? Here, yeah, these are not really all that special. This one I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm not going to look at the details until it shows up, but that one I'm definitely looking forward to. All right, let's go refresh. And let's go spend our gold. I think we can... Either we're going to merge a red here, or we'll come close to at least be half done anyway. So we can finish this one off. Level up, max, that one's done. So I don't know where I'm at here. Hello, Bobany, is that the right name? Bobany Prasad. Thank you for jumping in, appreciate it. Appreciate the comment too, so that again helps me see that messages are the video is streaming across multiple places. does seem to be that I was streaming only on Twitch, and I'm kind of new to that, but it seems like many others as well are not part of Twitch, so wasn't getting many people on there, but we're certainly getting some people showing up, so I appreciate everybody being here. And like I've said, if you guys got any questions, comments, see me making any mistakes, feel free to jump in, point it out. I am far from the most knowledgeable here, so I'm sure I'm going to make plenty of mistakes. All right, so we are going for damage. I don't have any more damage. Crit, crit, crit. Oh, there's 2. That's it, right? Health, crit. Here's all my dodges, which, again, not a huge fan of. Crit, health. All right, we only got 2 more, so 2 more reds we can make. Maybe we'll get both those done in this event. Come on. Very slow to turn on there. All right, so that's almost half. If we keep getting gold coming in the way it's been coming in during this this stream, we are gonna make a lot of progress in this event. All right, let's keep it going. 107 more hammers. The goal is to get through all of these in this video. There we go. There's another outfit. I mentioned that last night in the American Dad video as well. I had about the same amount of hammers. There were canes in that game. And then I was going to do some regular event coverage as well, but it took so long to go through all the hammers that all I did was do the hammers. All right, what do we got here? More gold. Always welcome. I mean, why? Why is this a special item? I don't get it. That is horrible. It's kind of a waste of a special item. Don't understand that. 884 for the treasury outfit. Let's see. Gold is something that is critical, obviously, so I want this to be as good as it can be. 884 is not fantastic. I'm just going to hold off on that one. We'll see if we can't get better. So we'll ignore that. Mithril I will for sure take. So 1, 2, 3. All of our specials are out. We're still looking for the bomb, and none of these will fit. So I just need to smash away. More food that I don't need. There's the bomb. There we go. Another outfit. What's it gonna be this time? 876. Wasn't it 884 last time? It's actually gotten worse. That's no good. It's like the same screen as last time. That's interesting. Ooh, okay. Another one I don't really care much about. Let's go. Let's go here. Ah, chose wrong. Playing on the computer, hit the escape button, takes me away from everything. All right, this one. Nope, can't do that either. All right, so Mithril will take, let's see about this one, 4.95%. I think that is not going to be something I need. So 5.4, 5.1, 6.6, nice. Okay, not used. Those are usually my best of the best up there. Whoops. Guess we'll claim that and then we'll stop production here. Seems like everything is 5% or better. Okay, well, I'm just going to skip the 4.9 at this point. So we're going to 356 for iron. Again, I only have one worker there as well, so that one doesn't matter either. Where is iron? This is an iron. This one. 356. Did that say 356? Is this the second bottom of the barrel I found? 356 it is. Again, I don't really care about the miners, but at the same time, I'm not going to take a bottom. That's horrible. And 876. That's the second one of those in this video. That is incredible. 876, also not very good. We are rolling some bad numbers here. Okay, let's just go ahead and finish this off. There's the bomb. Got lucky. So 1, 2, that's everything. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. We'll go ahead and take our next 2 hammers here and then open up a couple of special boxes and see if we can't get something good over there. Ooh, look at that, all 3 right next to each other. Okay. We will take you. We will take you. This one, 26% chance to reduce damage. Oh man, I'm gonna do it. I shouldn't, because I won't use it. The health looks nice. Yeah, definitely won't use it. It's definitely a waste of a hammer. And I have over 200 legendary shards, as we saw before, so I certainly don't need it. I don't need this either, but I'm going to do that too. That was a waste. Oh well, whatever. That's fine. We got a lot of hammers. We can waste a couple. Oh, we did. Let's go ahead. I said I was going to do this. Let's go ahead and open up a couple more chests here. So we got 2 out of the 13. We did that in the last chest. We got both of them in the last one. Just unexciting decorations. We can't get. That could be useful. There's another unexciting decoration. So legendary calculator, 908. That might be good. Not sure what I'm using at the moment. There's another decoration, so we now have 3 out of 13. And there's 4. So 4 out of 13. Of course, they're all the flags and the unexciting things. Nice. Can't complain about legendary health. So we have all of the bottom here. I don't remember if the bridge and the background come next, because those are be a little bit more in demand. So we'll probably get some of the gear showing up next, but we pretty much had to get these 4 out of the way. I don't know if it ever works for people to get something different. Get the higher level things before these lower level things. And for me personally, I've never ever gotten the mount in any game I've ever played in this event or similar type events. So I don't expect to get that because I've never gotten one before. I know I've heard plenty of other people that have, so maybe I've just had really bad luck so far, but the fact that I never have probably just means I don't grind hard enough compared to what everybody else does. That's my expectation at the moment. Probably need to start paying attention to where I'm at in gold. It's probably getting up there pretty good. Also, I haven't looked at the mana. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 5 spots left. All 3 of those are specials, so I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, man, I can't use that. I am going to go ahead and I can't use that either. Just finish this out. Hopefully these specials will actually be good and not a complete waste, because all 3 of these will be specials. At least it's legendary. I won't use it, but legendary. Ooh, very nice. Loyal Steed Amulet. And we got health, armor, and magic armor. So this will be for a tank. Once in a while, the fighter gains a shield that absorbs 25% magic damage for 4 seconds. Each time the shield blocks damage, the fighter's physical armor increases by 2,000 for 4 seconds. Stacks 10 times. Plus, we got armor, health, and magic armor. Very nice. Again, is this better than other things I'm already using? I don't know, but this looks better than most of the event stuff we've been getting lately, especially the basic event stuff, not the high-level event stuff. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Will I use it? I'm not sure yet, but it definitely seems promising. All right, I didn't get a choice. 884. I think that's about where we were last time, right? Let's see. I think that was exactly where we were last time. So I guess we're stuck with 884. All right, so let's go back here real quick. So what do we have so far? We got everything except for the spear, which I'm definitely looking forward to. And other specials, we have some more worker outfits, which we would have been a lot further along, except for I keep ignoring them because they're rolling such low numbers. Let's go here, try something over here in the objectives. See what we can find in these chests. Nothing, just a bunch of magnifiers. Whoopsie, sorry about that. I hit the wrong button, so we didn't get to the end of it, but it probably wasn't very special. Wow. Wow. There we go, legendary. We could have gotten one of those at the end of the last one too. That was really bad. These chest shoes don't have a whole lot in there, so I wasn't expecting much, but oh look. Wind of Justice Weather. That'll be cool. After we hit 35, we'll definitely hit that number. Maybe not in this video, but We'll definitely get there. Come on. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. I got all the specials. I forgot to look where the gold was. Check it out. 6 million. Let's just keep it going for a while. 88 more hammers to get through. Let's just go up top. I'll take that one. Okay, what do I want? I'll take the diamonds. I'll take the hammers. That's it. And what do we have here? Nothing we can use. Nothing we can use. Okay, 50-50 for a special. Oh no, there's our special here. We're done. This is a bad board. I was leaning towards not doing it anyway because the board was playing out pretty poorly. The boards do seem to be consistent like that. If it's good, it stays good. If it's bad, it quite often, all of it's bad. Okay, a whole lot of nothing here. Okay, there's our bomb. Take that. Food chest, I would normally take that, but I have so many of them sitting in my inventory I'm not using, so I'm just going to hold off on that. So 945. This one? No, this one. Nope, this one. 945 is not bad. I'll go ahead and take that one. All right, so we have one special left. 50-50 shot of finding it, and we didn't, of course. And that was probably worth it. We're running a little bit low on dust, so at least a higher level dust anyway. Well, that's interesting. Wow. All right. This is quite the board showing up here. Lots of hammers, lots of scrolls. And obviously I'm going to take premium. Never going to pass that up. Not a good setup here. So we need our bomb. There it is. Got lucky again. All right, we're still sitting on 29 magnifiers. We have 80 more hammers to go through about. So whichever one of those gets us to the 0 is when we are going to be done here. Not so good. What do we have over here? Whoops, wrong button, wrong spot. There we go. We'll take that one. Nice. Magnifiers and mana and mithril. What do we have? Oh, there's the bomb. I didn't see that. I should have seen that and just skipped the rest. Okay, move on. I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to take that bomb and just move on. We can get a net 1 on that one for a plus on the magnifier, so I will happily take that. We are hitting nothing here. Oh, there we go. There's the bomb, at least. And I'm just going to take this again, since I don't have as much hero strength as everybody else. So we are still looking for 2 specials, and we got 2 spots left. I guess we'll just go ahead and take them and see if it's worth it. Yep, that was worth. And that was probably not, but that's okay. That was worth staying around for. epic crit. Do I take an epic crit or do I ignore it? That is going to be the question. I think I have a fair amount of those already. Need to go check where we're at for gold. I think we're at like 7.5 million. Yes, we are. So I can take both of these and we'll go spend it. Got it? All right, what do we got left? I'm gonna ignore that epic crit, I think. So that means we got 2 specials, 50-50 shot of finding them. Of course. All right, I missed something. There's one around here somewhere that I missed. Oh, there's one more spot than I thought there was. All right, 48, that is also really bad, but it is what it is. Oh, there's another one, and it is 53, 48 and a 53. Well, we're done with that item. No, it still shows. That's weird. 48 and a 53. We got the top. Huh. Very nice. I guess once I refresh the screen, that'll disappear. That's weird. All right, we're gonna go spend some gold here. Our dude is very unhappy because we're just sitting here playing the event, and you play the event, you get sad. Something I have, I just don't understand why they don't change that. When you're in the, I mean, I get the fact that they want people to be active and playing the game and doing stuff, and they don't want people just leaving the game open, not doing anything, and that's kind of why they have everything go down. So I get that, but I don't understand why when you're playing the event, doing the stuff they want you to do, why they have you lose your happiness level. That doesn't make any sense. Been around since day one. All the other games have copied it. All the other games have it. So why can't Hustle Castle be the first one to fix it? Because you're in the event, you're doing the stuff they want you to do, and yet you get docked for it. So that's weird. It's easy to fix, obviously. You get in there and just click on the happiness or go do something like a dungeon or an arena, and then your happiness comes right back. It's not difficult, but it doesn't seem like something that should be happening. All right, let's see if they fixed this here. Yeah, now it's gone. All right, we should be just about due to get that spike, I'm thinking. Maybe this will be the screen for it. And we'll go check to see if that's something I'm going to replace right away, because it might be. Nope. This shape. Nope. Every time, not every time, but a lot of times the shapes are exactly the same. It's really interesting. I think we might be able to go spend some mana here. 1, 2, 3, we're done. Take a quick look and see where we're at on mana. 528, we're fine. It's just another item we need to watch now. We always got to watch the cash level, always got to watch the mithril level. And now, as long as you're working on the new functionality that was added, you need to watch your mana level as well. Also known as purple goo. All right. Take you. Thank you everybody for jumping in. We have more people watching this stream than we've had on any of the other Hustle Castle streams. We had, I think we beat where we were last night with American Dad. American Dad was only through Twitch, so this is the first time I streamed over several platforms. So we got Twitch, we got Facebook, we have Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube as well. So trying to get more platforms going, adding, not everybody has Twitch accounts, obviously. So thank you everybody who has tuned in. I don't have a way to see who's actually online, which I wish I could. So I actually thank you personally for being there, but maybe I can figure that out eventually. All right, let's go ahead and just click on all these. While we're going through here and we have people online, I'll go ahead and promote my other platforms. You can see in the, I don't really have them up on the screen at the moment. I think, let's actually test this out a moment. I have a Discord server, which I'm going to try to show up on the screen. Doesn't look like it's going to work with the current setup I have here. What about this YouTube one? No, that's not working here either. I'll have to change that, but for those of you who aren't following me on YouTube or whichever platform you're not following, I have a Discord server, which I'm not currently streaming this on Discord. I might see if I can get that to work as well. We have a fair amount of members there, so if I can get live stream going on Discord, that'd be fantastic. I have Twitch, I have YouTube, Twitter, what am I missing? Facebook, a lot of the main platforms. So you can see links for pretty much all that in the description of my videos. And down below, maybe I'll put in the ticker here, I'll add my comments so you guys can see all the links there. So if that's something you're interested in. And at the intro of the video, I have links to them as well. So if you could, and if you're interested, click that subscribe button on whichever platform you're on. You get notifications when I do go live, and I also post those on my Discord server as well. And for those that aren't aware, let me figure out where I'm at here while I'm talking. For those that aren't aware, I do run giveaways on my Discord server. Well, Unzi runs them for me, which I do very much appreciate that. So thank you, Unzi, for all of your work that you have been providing. Very helpful. But we do giveaways of diamonds every week. 500 diamonds given away to 10 separate winners every single week. So if you join the server, the Discord server, go to the welcome channel, give yourself the Hustle Castle role. And that'll open up all the Hustle Castle channels for you. And then there's a giveaway channel. So every week the giveaway is posted. I think it was just posted this afternoon. So it'll be running for 7 days. You just basically click on one little icon, you're in the giveaway, and there's a bot that will pick the 10 separate winners. So, and then you just turn in your game ID to Unzi. So if that's something you're not aware of, recommend going in and jumping on that server and then subscribing to any of my other platforms as well. I definitely would appreciate that. All right, and with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and move over. And as you've probably seen on the ticker and heard me say many times before, there are multiple ways to support the channel. One of those ways is through YouTube memberships, and Stacy Turner has been doing that for a long time. So you see her name on the bottom of the ticker. So thank you, Stacy, as always, for all of your help. I do appreciate that. $9.92 for mana, fantastic. Almost the top. We're certainly going to take that one. Fantastic. All right, we're getting through a lot of the basics for the event here. And we got through the basics on the chests as well of the flags and the decorations. So now we should start getting to some interesting things here pretty soon. All right, premium, it's all done. We're just looking for the hammers. It doesn't fit. Of course it doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. Okay, and we'll just do this. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we're almost at 2 chests again. I'm just going to hold off now until the end of this point. We only have 48 more hammers to get through. And then we'll open up that'll give us 3. Unless something amazing happens here. Could be 4, but more than likely 3. 3 of the big chests, and see if we can't get something good. At the end of the American Dad video yesterday. Ooh, now that is nice. Legendary spell power. I will take that one. Fantastic. I don't think we get reds here, so that's the best that I could hope for. If I can get legendary damage or legendary spell power, that's really where a lot of my focus is. So, Jam, is there any possibility of giving away 510 for ZC as well? That's a fantastic question. I have asked that question so many times, and the answer is no, unfortunately. I think it's because Zero City is a smaller platform. I mean, they're owned by the same company, or they're run by the same company, let me put it that way. I was working with somebody who was actually supporting both games, and I asked him multiple times to up us to 500, because right now we're doing 250 crypto coins, spy coins, and shelter war. I'm getting them all confused. the diamond equivalent of what we have here. Yeah, I asked him if we could up that up, and he kept telling me maybe eventually someday, and then it kind of turned into no, it's not going to be possible. And then I asked him again, and he said no. And then I asked him another time, not consecutively. Another time he's like, no, it's never going to happen. So I kind of stopped at this point. It's been a long time since I asked, so I guess we have somebody else that we're working with. So I guess I could try. I did hear never, but never say never. It's worth looking into. So I will look into that, Jim. I don't know why we couldn't. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. 1, 2. We got good stuff on the screen. Let's just finish it. Yeah, we have 500 times 10 for Hustle Castle. We have 500 times 10 for American Dad. We actually have 500 times. We could have 500 times 10 for Shelter War, but quite often I didn't get enough people participating, so I switched that one to 1,000 times 5. But it's still the total of 5,000, so that's great. And for a little while, Shelter War was giving us giveaways on Discord and giveaways on the video. So I could do 5,000, those are called buy coins in that game, 5,000 buy coins for the videos. And then we could also do weekly. It was like 2,500 weekly on Discord. Could have even been 5,000. It was a lot. And then they said that was going to be an ongoing thing. And they didn't really tell us, but they changed it to people would get 50 if you won the giveaway every week. It ended up being a little bit too much hassle to run it and go through all the trouble for people to only get 50. And they didn't really tell us that they were going to change it. So that was really disappointing. American Dad doesn't run things very well, but Shelter War runs them much worse. That is by far the worst execution of any of the games. But they do support me. They do support my channel. So that is highly helpful. But their interactions with the content creators and supporters could be better. So it's a little disappointing. Yes, cryptos. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. I do get confused. All the different games, I get the terms confused all the time. So it doesn't help that it's late my time anyway. So my head's halfway in bed already as it is. But that's no excuse. It's just confusion between all the games. I'd like to say it's because I'm not as young as I used to be, but I've always had a bad memory. So I don't think I can blame it on my age. Oops. We're almost done here. We have 37 hammers. We got 16 magnifiers. Should be able to knock this out in a couple minutes. All right. We'll take this one. You are welcome, Jim. I wouldn't get your hopes up too high. They, I've been turned down so many times. I don't expect it to happen, but anything's possible. So, let's go ahead and we got 33% chance of finding this one. There we go. Food we don't need. All these food chests would come in handy when I was grinding Djembe, which I don't really do anymore. And that is, we can get over here. All right, 2 premium. This one, actually, I should probably take. Oh, yeah, definitely take it. I think I've skipped a couple of those. Maybe not the blue ones. Yeah, I don't want to miss that one. Oh, come on. Let's go ahead and do this one, definitely. Okay, that's all of ours. Everything we don't have, we do have this too. 1, 2. No, we're missing a special. We got 50/50s. Let's go for it. And I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go back to that hat. I used to run that one. I stopped running it for some time now. Oops, I should have put that one there. That was bad. Actually, I guess we found the dynamite. We'll take it. I'll just take that this time. I just can't pass that up. We'll be over 300 of those pretty soon. Since I'm not really building new set items, or none of that stuff is getting used at the moment. good thing about this game is they are adding additional functionality on an ongoing basis. So it's possible it could be something we can use in the future. That would be good to get, but I got a million of those. Not literally, but I got a lot. And I don't use them. Just like many other things. Okay, what do we have here? I'm just going to skip that this time. In the past, I've taken those. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. And it gave us a dynamite. All right, one premium. So these are both premium. Let's just take them. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Another one of those. And, ooh, we got the spear, finally. All right. This is one I've been looking forward to. What do we have? Deputy Spear. Critical hits deal triple damage. When attacking, has 10% chance of landing a penetrating blow. That would do quadruple damage. Seems like all the spears run this, and for me personally, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, anything that has a 10% chance is hardly worth it. So I realize that that's pretty much what they're all doing, but that just seems like an almost useless stat. But the rest of it says when taking damage from an attack, has a 25% chance to quickly attack the target 3 times. The fighter also restores health equal to 50% of the damage. Now that seems like a good spear, especially for somebody who doesn't have a good spear at the moment. So I think I have to do this. I'm going to put this on my main Legionnaire and put a rune on it and see what happens. Actually, my rune right now is on... Let me collect these real quick. My rune is right here, I believe. This used to be Maddie. Now it's Pat. Yeah, so I got my rune here right now. 47% chance to deal that. I guess I could do some testing. I never really got the Legionnaires to work in a way that I like them, so I never run them except for Djembe at the moment. My current spear is useless. So, 11% chance, way better for sure. So boost the attack speed of the spear by 28%, dealing damage to all enemies within short range. A random number of affected enemies will take on an extra 60% damage. Yeah, there's that. Okay, we do have another rune here. So this one says, once in a while curses a target for 5 seconds. Cursed enemy will take 24% more damage. The enemy is killed. The wearer heals themselves 37%. Yeah, so we'll see. It seems like what I have right now would be better. But we'll see. Maybe I can finally start using a Legionnaire like everybody else in the world is doing. I even have 2 of them. I got another one over here somewhere. Oh, I think it was her. No, not her. Oh, it was one of these. I ended up taking... Yeah, I think it was here. I put him back to an Oracle. Put her back to an Oracle. But I have another full set of Legionnaire stuff. So I was running 2 like everybody else does. I just didn't have any good gear. And again, it just never really worked out. So I stopped using it. Maybe one day. All right, we are almost done here. 25 more hammers. 10 more magnifiers. Magnifiers will probably last the longest since I keep getting 3 new ones all the time. Ooh, gold. Nice. We haven't gotten that in a while. We've only gotten 1 in quite a amount of screens. It looks like we're going to get 3 of the event chests we're going to go through here in a minute. This I don't need, but I just can't pass those up. That's too good to pass up. What do we have over here? Just go ahead. Take that one. Here. This ruins everything. This still gives me 1 chance I can use. Let's just do that one. We're looking for the dynamite. There it is. Very nice. Okay. We'll go up top. Ooh, number 2 essence set. I don't think I recognize that one, to be honest with you. I wonder what that one is. And there's the dynamite. Nice. All right, so we'll take the gold. We will take the dynamite. And let's see what this is. Pyromancer set. I don't have a pyromancer. I don't need to share that with anybody. Let's go ahead and take that. While I'm thinking about it, I'll take a quick moment and pop over here and see what a pyromancer is. What are you? Nameless King, that's one of the new ones. This is Bastion, the new Bastion. Van Helsong. Dragonborn. All these new sets I spent no time looking at. Reaver. Frost Death. Pyromancer, there we go. What do we got here? Attacks deal area damage. Each fighter that attack has a 35% chance of setting enemy on fire. The enemy takes 100,000 damage over 5 seconds. Once in a while, the fighter throws a grenade, dealing 100,000 damage within a small area. All fighters hit or set on fire. The enemies take 160,000 damage over time, with less healing. Once in a while, the fighter launches rockets at the enemy. At one of each fighter class. If one of the fighter classes is not there, fewer rockets are launched. Each rocket deals 100,000 damage within a small area. All enemies have a 60% chance of being set on fire. If they're on fire, 150,000 damage. Healing reduced. After the rocket volley, the fighter has their max health increased by 50,000 for each enemy set on fire, and their damage is enhanced by 10,000. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen people running this one. Maybe it's completely new, but I don't know. I'll have to spend some time looking at that and see if people are starting to branch out and try some different sets, because everybody runs pretty much the same stuff. It worked for the top people, so everybody else does it. I mix things up a little bit differently and do things a little bit different, but for the most part, everybody does the exact same thing. So I don't know. Maybe we'll test that one out one of these days. All right, where are we at here? Let's just skip. I'm not going to look at those. All right, we need one of those screens where the magnifier shows up as the first item. This is not good. We'll go here, I guess. Take you. We'll take you. Yes. And you, of course. All right, magnifiers are staying right around 10. $16.25. If we somehow get 5 more hammers, we can get a 4th chest to look at. There's one right there. I don't think we're going to be able to get that lucky. Let's see. There's the bomb. There we go. We got one early this time. I'm going to take this one. Double magnifiers, will take that as well. No, new screen. Quick pop out, see where we're at for mana. 783, gold, 7.5, good. Okay. Where are we going to go? Right here? Yeah, we're right there. Oh, perfect. Premium gold. And we'll refresh. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. $116, so we're 4 short, 4 hammers short of our fourth chest. Ooh, there we go. Don't need it, but take it. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll do some recrafting. Yeah, we need 2 premium double hammers here. Well, there's a single anyway. 3 more hammers we need. Don't think we're gonna get it. Get in the next video, obviously, but just not this one. Right there. All right, we need 1 premium, 1 bomb. Oops. All right, 2 magnifiers, which this is going up to 5. So 5 magnifiers, 3 hammers. Ooh, 3 hammers plus. Ooh, how'd that happen? All right, now we're gonna be perfect. I missed something somewhere. Oh, I know why. Because I used the ×3 hammer. I forgot about the ×3 hammer. So yeah, we're good. We're golden. So we did that. I just used the ×3 again by accident, which I do all the time. Ooh. 10. All right, we got to go spend that gold real quick. Where were we on this one? Not you. You. Craft. Oh, I did it again. This one. 4 times the charm. I'll blame the time of night on that one. Oops. Can't be moved. Okay, we'll go here. There we go. Gems. Items equipped. I think we didn't quite finish on this one first. We did. So let's go gems in use. Gotta start leveling up some other people here pretty soon. Come on. Gems in use. Let's go. This I'm playing the PC version of the game, and it seems to, the longer you play, the laggier it gets. But I am doing a bunch of other stuff here at the same time, so maybe that's the problem. Computer's taking a toll. Come on. I got already past where I wanted to go anyway. It's just skipping a lot, so it's hard to make this work the way it's supposed to. All right, there we go. 35. That's where we want to be. Come on. There we go. Max it out. Yes. Thank you very much. We'll merge. Oh, I was right there. I should have taken that one. So you definitely merge. Gems in use. Now we got to go through all that again. Should take all this off of everybody so it doesn't show up there anymore. If I remember, I will do that. All right, we got Evan. Is that Evan? Oh yeah, Evan is somebody else now. I forgot. So this one, slowly. There we go. 128 legendary scrolls and 95 epic scrolls. So yeah, we're good there. 100%. Yes. Fantastic. Yeah, good thing we're about done. This is really struggling. All right, do we have any other leveling up we can do while we're here? Just take this one up, spend our last million. Yeah, I think my computer is very unhappy with me at the moment. It is really struggling. This is my new computer too, by the way. This is, hey, you stay here. No. Yeah, so it's been doing pretty good, but with what I'm doing here, I guess it's doing a little bit more than it can handle. All right, one more hammer. See what we're gonna do. Nope. Ooh, another gold. That was a nice little gold mine here. 4.5 million, very nice. Just go ahead and see what the rest that we're gonna do moving forward. There we go, and another hammer there, which I'll do when I get more hammers, and another bomb right there. Fantastic. All right, let's go do these quests real quick. Ooh, video I need to watch. Okay, not doing that here. I'll do that after we're done. All right, there's our stars. And this, I believe, does not have a premium item in it, but we still get some good stuff. Well, in theory, we might get some good stuff, I guess I'll say, because that was not very good. More magnifiers. And legendary dust. Okay. I guess it's better than nothing, right? All right, let's do our 4 premium chests here. See if we can't get something. So we got 13 items. We've gotten 4 of them so far. So we got 9 items we're looking for. And more than likely we'll get some of these, would be my guess. 1 or 2 maybe if I get extremely lucky. Entirely possible I get nothing, as we're seeing here. 0 for 1. 0 for 2. Oh, nope, comes after that. Nice, there's one of them. All right. Let's see, what do we have? The Lone Ranger Mace. When attacking, has a chance to stun, like all maces do. Once in a while, the fighter strikes all enemies off balance. Once in a while, the fighter strikes all enemies off balance. They cannot dodge or deal crit for 4 seconds. I like the all fighters thing, but just removing the dodge and crit, which are chance items anyway, so it reduces the chance of a chance. So, yeah. That's not very exciting to me. That's not something I'm going to use. But we got another one, so that's 5. 5 of the 13. Ooh, 6 of the 13. Very nice. 2 in a row. Let's keep that streak going. The Tribal Shaman outfit. Spell power. Nice. Once in a while, when an allied fighter has less than 50% health, they get an aura which heals them and all allies in a small radius for 5% of their max health. Every second for 5 seconds. So 25% healing, I guess that would be, of their max health if they're below 50%. Yeah, I mean these are nice. 4 spell powers. We'll have to see how that works out based on what I'm currently using. That doesn't seem like that'll be used either. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of 13. We're halfway there almost. 3 in a row. Oh. All right. 2 in a row. I'll take that. And we got some mithril. Very nice. Not bad. Those are pretty good pulls. So halfway through the event, or 4 days, more or less halfway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the premium items. And most of these items are missing a couple of the worker outfits. That's just because I got rid of them because the stats were too low. Yeah, we're getting a lot of good stuff and tons of cash, which is always, like I said, one of my favorite parts of it. So, all right. I think I'm going to end it. Stream, we went for about an hour and a half. We had more viewers than we've had other ways. So thank you, everybody, for jumping in and participating and being part of this stream. The goal is to do this more often and more going forward. We may go for some Q&A or just do some dungeons or other type things just to keep the content going rather than just going in there and just doing events only, which is what I've been doing because that's kind of where my time's been spent. But the goal is to be more active, doing more stuff. But it's going to be over all the games, obviously not just Hustle Castle, but the goal will be active more often. I will be on vacation here pretty soon, so I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break again, but I will be back to streaming more often. So possibly get one more stream done before I leave, a little bit later on in the event, so in a few days. But if not, I will definitely be back after I'm done with my vacation. So good luck with everybody. The last couple of days of the event, we are halfway through. Good luck with you. Hopefully you can get all the items you're looking for. And until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.